I'm going to show you how to make a peony rose using one of our peony rose kits. Now, you may have bought one that's literally just lots of cut out flower shapes to make into roses, or you may have bought a kit with an accessory. Either way, you want to start by taking one of your spirally petal shapes and a needle and thread. Now, you will want to use thread that matches your flower. I'm using black just so you can see better what I'm doing. Tie a knot in the end like that and get started. So the first thing to do is to, put my needle down, is to roll the flower shape like this in a spiral, and as you do that you'll see it starts to look a bit like a peony rose. Just keep going like that. Now you can either put little stitches in the back as you go, or I find it easier, to be honest, just to keep rolling it and holding it like that. And if you look at the back, you can just see that lovely spiral shape. Okay, so I'm going to stitch through here and back again, and as you can see I'm stitching all the way through all the layers at the back a few times just to make sure that that is all held together nicely. Okay, there we are. That's the back of the flower there. I'm just going to move our cat out of the way. Thank you, Piggy. Right, so there's the first part of your peony rose. Now you need to take the second one. This time you want to start with the bigger end, not the little end like we did with the first one. Okay, so hold it upside down and just place that there, like this. And can you see how, rather than line it up on the edges like that with the first one, I'm actually leaving a bigger gap here, and that's so that I'm starting to get a sort of flatter back to the flower, so that it's going to sit nicely on a brooch back or a hairband or whatever it is. Then if you turn it over, you'll be able to see the shape. If I just pop my needle back down to the back, you'll be able to see what it looks like. Okay, so can you see that that's now looking a bit like a peony rose? With a little imagination. So just adjust your petals now from the front so that you can see all of them sticking out nicely around the edge, and then flipping it back over. I'm just going to use my needle and thread to stitch those petals. So, oops, just like that. And obviously, if you had the right colour thread, then these stitches really wouldn't show, and you can do them much smaller than I'm doing them. I'm just doing like this to show you. So you'd carry on going all the way around the back, just stitching those down with little stitches, and then if we turn it over, just tuck my needle in there for now, we can see our finished flower shape. So you can use this for all sorts of things. You might have bought a kit like this from us, and you could fix that onto there, and you could put a couple of leaves either on one side or one on each side. You could also put it onto a brooch back or a hair clip and wear it in your hair like this one. Alternatively, you may have bought a kit with smaller flowers in like this, and it's very much the same theory, but with these you only really need one at a time because they're really, really long. Start with the centre, fold it like that, and then just wind it round and round in a spiral, and just keep going like that, and you will end up with a beautiful flower. There we go. So then again, on the back you would just stitch through the layers And if you wanted to, you could get a second one and carry on and make it even bigger. And with the littler one, you can start at either end really, either at the little circle in the middle, or you can start at the thinner end and just wind it round and round in a spiral as before, and you'll end up with a beautiful little rose. Here's one that has been made in a craft session today by people with disabilities that come along to our Craft Aid International sessions. We hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you've enjoyed making your peony rose, and if you have, why not get in touch and tell us how you got on. Thanks very much.